Okay guys, we're back for Phoenix Wright Ace Attorney, and today we're playing this is episode 2 still, but it's episode 3 for us, and we're about to defend Miss Maya in court, and get to the bottom of who killed Mia. I think I said that right, yeah. So, without further ado, if you can't sleep, you might as well stay up with me all night. Edgeworth is here, let's go! Court is now in session for the trial of Miss Maya Fey. I'm not a fan. I'm not a fangirl. I don't have to be a fangirl, but the prosecution is ready, Your Honor. The defense is ready, Your Honor. Miles Edgeworth. After not showing any signs of weakness today, I will clean you on the instant. Mr. Edgeworth, please give your opening statement to the court. Thank you, Your Honor. The defendant was Miss Maya Fey, who was at the scene of the crime. The prosecution has evidence she committed this murder, and we have witnessed who saw her do it. The prosecution sees no reason to doubt the facts of this case, Your Honor. I see. Thank you, Mr. Edgeworth. Let's begin then. If we may call our first witness, Your Honor. The prosecution calls the chief officer at the scene, Detective Gumshoe. Hi! Witness, please state your name and profession to the court. Sir! My name's Gumshoe, sir. I am the detective in charge of homicides down at the precinct, sir. Detective Gumshoe, please describe for us the details of this murder. Very well, sir. Let me use the floor map of this office floor to explain. Ooh, cool. The body was found by this window here. And the cause of death? Loss of blood due to being struck by a blunt object, sir. The murder weapon was a statue of the thinker found next to the body, sir. It was heavy enough to be a deadly weapon, even in a girl's hands, sir. The court accepts this statue as evidence. They're still calling it a statue. Court plans to execute the court. Okay. Now, detective. Yes, sir. You immediately arrested Maya Fey, who was at the scene of the crime, correct? Can you tell me why? Yes, sir. I had hard evidence, sir. She did it, sir. Detective Gumshoe, please testify to the court about this hard evidence. Now what up? As soon as the cell phone came in, I rushed to the scene. There are two people there already. The defendant and Miss Maya Fey. And the lawyer, Mr. Phoenix Wright. I immediately arrested Miss Maya Fey. Why? We had a witness account describing her. The witness saw Miss Maya Fey at the very moment of the murder. But she only called after. The very moment, you say. Very well. Mr. Wright, you may begin your cross-examination. Yes, Your Honor. Cross-examine what? Couldn't see a single contradiction. Yes, we can. Whoosh. Smack. Hey, Maya just threw something and hit me. Where's this? My sister couldn't find any contradiction in the witness testimony. She would bluff it and press the witness on every detail. The witness always slips up and says something wrong. It works lots of times. Should have expected Maya to know some of her sister's tricks. But I already know the answer. Something that's the matter? No, Your Honor. I like to begin my cross-examination. Because at the very moment of the murder, I only saw her call. I was there. I'm not dumb. I rushed to the scene. Two people. Me and her. No, you didn't. No, you didn't. Hold on just a second. Yeah. If I heard correctly, you said arrested because you heard evidence. She did it, correct? Huh? Did I say that? Me? I heard you say it. You did say it. You said it. Exactly. What about the suspicious woman in pink claim was hard evidence? What? Miss May isn't suspicious, and she sure isn't pink, pal. Well, I guess she is pink. That's enough, Detective Gumshoe. Do you have any more solid proof other than her claim, Detective? Guess the pressing could have advantages. Yes. Sorry, got the order of things mixed up in my testimony, Your Honor, sir. There was something I should have told you about first, Your Honor. Very well, Detective. Let's hear your testimony again. Hard evidence. After securing the suspect, I examined the witness and seen the crime with my very own eyes. I found a memo, written, a piece of paper next to the victim's body. On it, the word Maya was written clearly in blood. Lab results showed the blood was the victim's. Also, there was blood found on the victim's finger. Before she died, the victim wrote the killer's name. How you like that? That's my hard evidence. You know what? I have a question for you, Detective. Your Honor. Why didn't you testify about this vital piece of evidence the first time? I know, I'm a real embarrassed. I forgot about it, sir. Your Honor, sir. Try to be more careful. Very well. The defense may begin its cross-examination. Now I actually don't know what to choose. He said, after securing the suspect, I examined the screen of my crime with my own eyes. I found a memo written on a piece of paper next to the victim's body. On it, the word Maya was written clearly in blood. This victim's blood found on the victim's finger. Didn't you say the kill was instantaneous? Detective Gumshoe. Do you get a lot of cases where the victim usually writes the killer's name? Sure, it happens all the time in books and movies. This isn't a movie, Detective. Ooh. Let's talk about reality, shall we? Ooh, that was hard. That was a hard line. I guess I haven't had many cases. No. Don't you find it a little odd that the victim would write down a name? Especially the name of her own sister? Yeah, actually. Get a point, pal. Hi! Stop right there. The witness's opinion on the matter is irrelevant. The facts are clear. The victim wrote down the name of the accused. The victim told us the name of her killer. No, she didn't. Order. That didn't go so well. That's right. What he said. Oh, wait. Evidence. No. Blood found on the victim's finger before she died. Not if she died instantaneously like you said. Yes. Yep. Yeah. Detective Gumshoe, there's one thing I want you to clarify for me here. You say that the victim, Maya Fey, wrote this note? That she was accused. The defendant, Maya Fey. That's really what you're saying. What? This isn't one of those lawyer tricks now, is it? Of course she wrote it. Who else could have? No. You have it backwards, Detective. Backwards? The victim is the only person who could have absolutely not have written it. This is a report from your department, Detective. Immediate death due to a blow from a blunt object. She died immediately. But no butting your way out of this one, Detective. Let's go. The defense has a point. Someone who died immediately wouldn't have the time to write down anything. What do you mean objection? Mr. Wright, I beg your pardon. What exactly contained this autopsy report? When? The day of the murder? The day after the murder. It was the day after the murder. The prosecution's point being that autopsy report is outdated, Your Honor. What? A second autopsy report was performed yesterday at my request. Death was almost immediate due to a blow from a blunt object, but there is a possibility the victims lived for several minutes after the blow. I received these results this morning. No way. Your Honor, it's quite easy to imagine the victim did have time to write Maya. That is all. Ugh! They're so snobby when it's down. Okay, bro. I guess if it's a fight you want, we'll bring it. Should have known he had something up your sleeve. Why, Mr. Wright, you look shocked. Something you want to say? You're a sham, Edward? The detective's a sham. The detective is a sham. Detective Gumshoe, you're a sham. Don't you give me a faulty report. Thought... Detective Gumshoe. I'm disappointed in you. Handing him the wrong report like that. Huh? I'm sorry, sir. You are at fault, Detective. This isn't going to look good on your evaluation next month. What? But... Your Honor, I submit this report to the court. Understood. The court accepts evidence. Ugh! Well, Your Honor, the evidence strongly suggests the victim was identified as the killer. I suppose that's an obvious conclusion, yes. Darn it, this isn't good. The prosecution would like to call its next witness. This poor, innocent girl saw the murder with her own eyes. No, she didn't. No, she did. We both know she didn't. And it's April, May. What exactly part of her is innocent? Okay, her music? Fire. Her? No. Leave me alone. You're scary. April May, at your service. Okay. Her outfit's pretty cute, actually. The skirt, lovely. The shoes, cool. I'm not sure about the heart buttons. They're kind of too big. But, like, everything else is fine. She already captured the heart of every man in this courtroom. Tell us where you were on the night of September 5th when the murder occurred. Gee, I'm like, in my hotel room. I checked in right after lunch. And this hotel is directly across from bank law offices. That's right, big boy. Please testify to the court what you saw. Okay. It was like 9 at night. I looked at the window, you know? And then, ooh, I saw a woman with long hair being attacked. The one attacking her was the mousy girl sitting in the defendant chair. Then the woman, like, dodged to one side and ran away. But the girl, she caught up to her and she hit her on the head. Then the woman with the long hair, she kind of slumped. The end. That's all I found. Every little bitsy witsy. Well, Your Honor, I see. It's remarkably solid testimony. I don't see a need to trouble the witness and... Wait, Your Honor. Yes, Mr. Wright. What about my cross-examination? I brought the witness's testimony just now. It was quite firm, didn't you? Mr. Wright, I understand you were Miss Faye's understudy, were you not? You must know her techniques as well. Her cowardly way of finding tiny faults and perfectly good testimonies. Hey, how dare you? Well, Mr. Wright, will you cross-examine the witness? Yes. I'll gladly proceed with this cross-examination. Because I have a feeling Ezra doesn't want me to. She has to have some weaknesses. So... It was like 9 at night. And I looked at the window, you know? She just said she'd come in at 9. With a hair long being attacked. The one attacking her was that mousy girl sitting in the defendant chair. Tab. Oh, last broken. Murder weapon. Okay, so she does. Let me check this thing real quick, because I don't. Okay. So she looks outside the window. She's being attacked. I don't know what she's being attacked at. She dodges to the right. Right. So she comes in. I guess she walks straight for the desk. I don't know how she attacks her. I'm feeling like she couldn't see that though, because dodges to the right. Wait Let's backface and present her with that. Then the woman dodged to one side and ran away. So let's tab and get her this. Let's get her this map. Oops, 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 oops. Yeah. This. Okay, yeah. Well, I should probably be more careful with that. Oops. Okay. Dodged to one side and ran away. Let's press her on this first. She dodged what? Well, the attack. Please continue your testimony. But the girl caught up to her and hit her. That's it? Nothing really jumps out. Alright. That makes sense. Okay. I guess let's ask her about this one. How'd you know she was the defendant? Oh, well, you know. She has a girlish physique. Women know these things. Look, I just know, okay? There was only one person at the scene of the crime, the short, girlish figure. The testimony is bulletproof, Your Honor. Are you saying I don't have a short, girlish figure? Probably not. I want to question the testimony. What? Miss May, I'm willing to bet that you're lying. Are you telling the truth? Did you really see the defendant? Oh. No, but her shoes are great. Her vest is pretty cool, but come on, girl, you gotta get... Yeah, what is the meaning? Somebody tell me, because I'm clueless about this. I mean... Okay. If you really witnessed my client, Maya Fey, you would have noticed her clothes before noticing her physique. Oh yeah. Nobody wears clothes like that on a daily basis except her. And I'm no expert on fashion, but her hairdo looks far from normal to me. Dang! However, the witness's testimony mentions neither of those things. The testimony is bogus. But... So we don't know if she was dressed that way the night of the murder. She was, Your Honor. I saw her. And so did Detective Gumshoe. What do you say to that, Miss May? Brr, what are you trying to say, you mean lawyer? I saw what I saw. I just didn't think all the trifling little details were necessary, darling. Miss May, the court would like you to remind, please not omit nothing from your testimony. I'm sorry, Your Honor, I'll be a good girl, I promise. Testimony again, if you would. Almost had her. Okay. Cool. I did see everything, I did. The victim, that woman, dodged the first attack and ran off to the right. Ha! I was right, it just wasn't the right time. I knew it, she couldn't see that, the window's small. And the girl in the hippie clothes ran after her. And she hit her with the weapon. I saw it, I did. That clock? Statue? Clock the thinker, I think. Well, does that accuracy of my report not startle you? I see. I only wish you had been so detailed from the very beginning. Please begin the cross-examination. We're gonna ask her about the clock because everybody in the thing still thinks that it's a statue, and so you haven't seen it, so why would you think it's a clock? Yeah, this. Yeah, hold it. The clock. Didn't this come up in the testimony recently? Well, don't look so sour, Mr. Lawyer. You can't win them all. No, but I have a feeling I'm onto something now. I have a feeling I'm gonna win this one. Oh, I have to present her with the clock behind. It's like a statue. Yeah, present. Miss May, what you said just now was quite revealing. Revealing? Oh, you like that, wouldn't you, Miss Molly, Mr. Lawyer? You just said this statue of the thinker was a clock. There's no way of knowing that just by looking at it. Oh. Another person in the much same position as you recently, too, called this a clock. He was found guilty of murder. Her hair's slay, I like her hair, but like in the back only. I think the front needs like some curl or something. Can you explain how you know this was a clock? The witness saw the murder with her own eyes. That's all the importance here. The defense is trying to confuse the issue with trivial concerns. Yes, of course. You will withdraw your questions, right? No, I won't! The questions are all I have, Your Honor. And as you may recall, I've caught murders with these questions before. Well, only once. Objection sustained. You may continue to question the witness. Phew, that was close. You saw me there. It's probably over. Oh, what? So, what happens now? What happens now is you answer my question. How did you know it was a clock? What? That's... because I heard it. Yeah. I heard it say the time. So, you've been to the law office of Fay & Co? No, hey. I didn't say that. Why would I go there? I heard it from my hotel room. Huh? The law office of Fay & Co, where the murder took place, is very close to the hotel. You could have easily heard the clock. Well, Mr. Wright, are you satisfied? No, I'm not! No, Your Honor. I'm not satisfied because she couldn't have heard it, it couldn't have rung. Yeah. Your Honor, members of the court. It's inconceivable that the clock in question rang because it's empty. It's broken. It's empty. That clock is missing its clockwork. Yeah. You put papers in there. How could you possibly? Just take a look. Right now. Oh. See anything interesting, Your Honor? This is what the defendant says. This clock is missing its clockwork. It's quite empty. Interesting. Mr. Wright? Would you care to explain to the court the meaning of this? As you can see, the clock was empty. It couldn't have rung. Therefore, this witness is a big fat liar. Fat? Well, Miss May? Oh my god, and again. Why the show you put on for us, Mr. Wright? He knew the clock was empty? Somehow he knew. I'm afraid you've forgotten one thing, however. Indeed, the clock is empty, as you say it can't ring. However, you must ask, when was the clockwork removed? No, I know for a fact it was removed yesterday. If it was after the witness heard the clock, then there's no contradiction. The clock might have been emptied after she heard it. And this is exactly what happened, Your Honor. Well, Mr. Wright, can you prove when the clockwork was removed? Yes, I can. Yes, I can. Impossible, of course. No, yeah. What? Wasn't it you who told me proof is everything? Well, I listened. And now I'll show you the proof you like so much. The evidence that proves the clockwork was removed is this. Oops. Sorry. This. Take a look at this. Huh, that's a very cute cell phone. Ooh, you have a girly phone. Wait, this isn't my phone. Listen. This is the defendant's cell phone, and it contains a recording. A recording of a conversation she had with the victim on the day of the murder. Order. The defendant's cell phone? This wasn't brought to my attention. Perhaps Detective Gumshoe overlooked it. The good detective better remember he's up for evaluation soon. Gotta say, things are feel real bad for the big fella. Let's hear the conversation, though. So you just want me to hold on to the thinker for you, then? If you could. I should probably tell you, the clock isn't talking right now. Huh? It's not working? That's lame. I didn't take out the clockwork. Sorry. Your Honor, I think that makes it clear the clockwork was already gone by the time it was recorded. Which was well before the witness even arrived at her hotel. Let's go. Well, Miss May, She can explain to this court just how did you know that weapon was a clock? I mean, it was publicized. It was a courtroom. Well, isn't it obvious? I saw the clock before. What store was that again? I go to so many. Oops, I forgot. No, this is homemade. So the witness has seen it before? That would make sense. Does the defense have any objections? Mr. Wright? Yes, I do. The witness claims she's seen it before. This directly contradicts the piece of evidence already submitted to this court. Well then, let's see it. Please proceed. It was made by Larry. It's simple. This clock was never in any store, ever. What? A friend of mine made that clock. Only two exist in the world. And that one isn't here in police custody today. Impossible, everything is sold in stores. Miss May, I think it's high time you went shopping for a better excuse. Oh, excuses not on sale today? Oh, okay, she's flipping her lid for real. Alright, okay. I thought flipped upside down. What's it to you, porcupine head? That stupid clock doesn't matter, okay? She did it, and she should die for it. Die. Whoa, let's not get ahead of ourselves. This is a court of law, and the witness will remain calm. Silly me. Did I, lose it? I guess? Huh. Scary. Miss May, let me ask. Tell me, how did you know the weapon was a clock? Oh dear. Does the defense have an opinion on this behavior? Yes, Your Honor. Allow me to explain how I see the truth of the matter. Miss April May, you knew the weapon was a clock because you had heard about it. The witness had never held the clock in her hand. However, she had heard that it was a clock. She heard? That's correct, Your Honor. There is no other way she could have known the thinker was a clock. And I can show you the proof. She wiretapped the room. Let's see it, then. Show me evidence proving the witness had heard the murder weapon was a clock. Let's get it. We did kind of snoop for privacy, which isn't allowed to do. You're not allowed to do in murder squirrel because they wouldn't take us as evidence, but it's okay. I found this in Miss May's room. Mr. Wright, please explain to the court what is this? Miss April May, you were taping the victim. Miss Maya Faye's phone, were you not? Your Honor, this is irrelevant. I'm not entirely sure that is. Objection overruled. It shows to me that our witness was in possession of a wiretap. This is outrageous. Does the defense truly claim that the witness was taping her phone? Absolutely. Even if that was the case, which it is not, you still have to prove one thing. Did the victim ever say the weapon was a clock on the phone? Yes. Can you prove that? I think not. Oh yeah? I think I can. It's simple. What? Here's my proof. The proof that the victim said on the phone. The weapon, the clock is... It's the phone, right? I present the defendant's cell phone. Yes, we've seen that. Listen once more to the conversation between the victim and the defendant. Mia, what's up? You haven't called in a while. Well, actually, there's something I want you to hold on to for me. Again, what's it this time? It's a clock. It's meant to look like a statue, the thinker, and it tells you the time. Miss April May used the wiretap to listen to this conversation. Looks like you knew the thinker was a clock. Am I wrong? Your Honor, this is ridiculous. Your Honor, look at the witness's face. Does she seem amused to you? The defense demands an answer. Witness, answer the question. Did you tape her phone? Miss May. Shut up, all of you. What gives you the right to talk to me like that? You lawyer? Yeah. I'm a lawyer. Yeah. It's no fair. All of you ganging up on me like that. So I'm the bad girl. Is that it? Hmm. The court sees the real Miss April May now. Now deal the final blow. Why the wiretap? Why'd you tape her phone? Answer the question. Do I have to? Is this a murder trial? Isn't this tippy tapper irrelevant? She's saying exactly what Ezra wants her to say. Miss May, you were taping the victim's phone. I hardly call that irrelevant. Well, this court does not condemn the defense's tone of voice. He has a point. Well, Miss May, do you have an explanation for the court? Can you prove you had nothing to do with this murder, even though you taped her phone? I'd like to see her put that off. Mr. Lawyer, I saw that evil grin. You're probably thinking, I'd like to see her pull that off, weren't you? Dang, she's good. Well, you're not the first man who thought of that, and of course, I can and will. You can't be serious, no way. Way, I say way. Oh, and I assure you, I'm serious, Mr. Lawyer. Okay, so a killer happened around 9 at night. Why, that's just when I was getting room service from the sweet bellboy. Room service? Iced coffee, I believe it was? Iced coffee, you know, like normal coffee, but cold. If you don't drink it quick, then the ice melts and you have regular cold coffee. Iced coffee? Think I'm making this up? Ask the bellboy. Ergo, the witness was not on the scene at the time of the murder. So, where did this leave us? It's my greatest pleasure to inform you that the witness appears to have been taping the victim's cell phone. However, it's a separate crime with no bearing on a case whatsoever. Her testimony stands. She saw the defendant, Maya Fey, commit murder. No. They're only let her just walk away. There's no way I can win this unless I tie Miss May to the murder somehow. Mr. Edgeworth? Does the prosecution have any other witnesses to call? None, Your Honor. She's the last. What? But that means Maya's guilty. I'm not finished. Yeah. The defense would like to call the bellboy, after all. As I thought. May I remind you, dear Mr. Wright, should I question the bellboy, Miss April May's alibi is proved to be solid, then by default your client, Miss May, will be pronounced guilty. Are you prepared to accept my condition? No, that's not a... Wait, you can't do that. This is a courtroom. This is not a joke. Okay. Alright. Okay. Fine. I accept. These games are dangerous. I've played these games before, guys. The court calls hotel bellboy to the stand. I believe we're ready for the witness to testify. He certainly does look like a bellboy. Oh. Here's tea. He brought tea here. I've received your summons in the middle of work, sir. Happy to be of service. Tea set looks rather heavy. So without further ado, the witness may begin his testimony. Very good, sir. Miss May's room service. I am the head bellboy at Fine Gatewater Hotel and business for 4 generations. I believe I received a call at 8 in the evening from our guest, Miss May. She asked for an iced coffee to be brought to her at 9 on the dot, sir. I brought to her precisely at the requested time, of course, and delivered the iced coffee to our guest, Miss May herself. I see. Defense may begin. Right. I'm ready, I hope. Why did she ask for it at 8 if she wanted it at 9? Yeah, why did she ask for it at 8 if she wanted it at 9? Right? And also that thing he said to me about Mr. White. So, you know, I'm gonna ask for this. Are you sure it was Miss May on the phone? Absolutely, sir. How can you be so certain? Check Miss May in personally, sir. Not only did I see her in all her stunning radiance, but I also heard her voice. And then I saw them. And the point being, I remember her quite well, sir. Yes. What then? Okay, buddy. Alright, weirdo. I'm gonna ask about this. That's what I meant to ask about first. On the dot, you say? Yes, I confirmed that detail several times. She was watching a program on the TV and wished to drink after she finished, sir. Time of the murder. Oh, well. Wouldn't you have seen the murder too? Precisely at 9 then? Precisely, exactly, and most definitely, sir. 9 p.m. How can you be so sure? Miss May was quite insistent that it be brought then. Oh. Oh boy, TV, I'd like a iced coffee at exactly 9. Something like that, sir. Therefore I knocked on her door at the crack of 9, sir. Wait! So... how did she see the murder? Absolutely, sir. Absolutely. Yes, sir. As in, so very absolutely, sir. It's an endearing mannerism of mine. How come you're so certain? Well, I brought the room service, sir. The guest, sir. She favored mine with a embracer, sir. It's French for kiss, yeah. But not a French kiss, sir. More of a peck on the cheek. Why would she have done that? I believe perchance she was momentarily swayed by my prim demeanor, sir. It was a moment I shall never forget, sir. It's not good. Man. No, but like, how did he... No, listen. Listen. If it happened exactly at 9, if it came exactly at 9, when she got there, then the murder would have been seen, right? But also, the bellboy would have seen the murder. Because how did she go to the door and see out the window? And then see the murder? Wouldn't he have seen the murder? Ask those questions. Why aren't you not? The bellboy has no reason to lie. Now, you were in this rather tedious cross-examination here. No way! It was a bit tedious. Goodness may leave the stand. Whoa! Gonna have me a little snack because I'm fed up, bro. I'm fed up. Absolutely insane. I would have been like, well, hold it. There's no way she sees the murder happening exactly at 9 and he doesn't. So what's going on here? Protest. Wait. Wait, please. One last question. Your Honor, I must object. This charade of injustice has gone on long enough. Now, Mr. Edgeworth. Alright, Mr. Wright. I'll give you one more question, that's all. Bed making? Room service? Check-in. Shoot, check-in? Room service. He checked her in herself. Room service. Bed making is fine, but like, what does I have to do? Oh shoot. Check-in? Room service. Bed making? Yes, well, looks like any other day's bed making. Can't you see the pillowcase and went to make the bed? Pillows for 2, of course. They're quite late, you see. Thank you. Pillows for 2. Bellboy, what did you just say? I picked bet making as a win because I'm like, I already checked the other options. Don't tell me this is the reason. Yeah, pillows are white, sir? Tell us the truth now. Was someone else staying in Miss May's room? I object. That was objectionable? Objection overruled. The witness will answer this question. Yes, I see. Why did you not mention this in your testimony? Well, sir, you didn't ask. He didn't, but like, still. That's the sort of thing you're normally supposed to mention? Yes, quite indeed. It was the, good barista there, Mr. Edgeworth, who... Edgeworth? He asked me not to mention it, if I wasn't specifically asked, sir. Oof. You fool. So... I've done it. I've won. Miss April May checked into a twin room with a man. Wait, so if we asked about check-in, he would have been like, oh yeah, there's a man there too. Correct? Yes, sir. Then, when you brought the room service, you can see that man in the room. That's right, sir. Your Honor, we have just learned of another person involved who may have been the murderer. In light of this new fact, I hold it's impossible to judge the defendant, which is true. Won't you agree, Mr. Edgeworth? And who, Mr. Wright, who is this other person? Simple. It was Miss April May, the man with Miss May. The man who checked in with Miss May. Oh, Your Honor. As has been previously revealed, Miss April May was taping the victim's phone. Yet Miss May herself has an alibi at the time of the murder. However, that does not clear the man that was with her. The bellboy saw no one else in the room at the time of the murder. My, what a convenient little setup. But it's too late. Too late? I suppose you'd like it if it was too late, wouldn't you? After all, it was you who hid the presence of a man from this court. Upstart. Amateur. These accusations are ludicrous. Enough. The court acknowledges the defense's argument. I expect the prosecution and defense to look into this matter fully. Am I understood? Yes, Your Honor. That's all for today. The trial of Maya Fey. This court is adjourned. That's how you get into it. Let's go. Mr. Court, defendant will be number 1. Mr. Wright, you were amazing in there. Really? I think I might be your newest fan. Oh, I was just doing my job, you know. And again, the other attorney was pretty cool too. Huh? That face of his with his eyes wide and trembling lips? It shivers up my spine. If you say so. So what happens with me? Better go home now? Well? No, I don't think so. Not yet. Oh, I see. But I got a great lead in today's trial. A lead? A man with Miss May is the key. Oh, I get it. What happened to Miss May after that, anyway? After they arrested her, I guess she's learning. Her charms won't work everywhere. She's probably at the detention center now. I may have to go down there later. Anyway, this case is far from being closed. Yes, sir! I want to find out more about this man. Do you think he was the one who... Maybe so. Sis? Don't worry. I'll find him by tomorrow, I promise. I'm counting on you. I asked for a full record of April May's testimony. What's next? March, April? Sorry, my bad. That was horrible. I thought it might be coming. I thought it might come in handy during the trial tomorrow. But now that I have it, I'm not so sure. Most of her testimony was all lies. In fact, there's only one part that hasn't been stricken from the record. The victim dodged an attack, then ran to the right, but she was caught and struck. I don't know how much good this will do me at all now. Anyway, time to hit the pavement and do some investigating. Maya doesn't belong in that detention center, and it's up to me to set her free. Okay. Because the episode ended here, we're gonna end it here. And then we're gonna come back for episode 4, where we finally prove Maya not guilty after doing some investigating. So, without further ado, good night, goodbye, and sweet dreams.